The KSL in depth. I want you to imagine you're standing at a soda machine after ordering a cheeseburger when you feel eyes on you. You turn around and see a man, a stranger right behind you, staring at you. Your eyes meet. Yet he doesn't look away. Disturbed, you grab your order from the counter, head out the door. Your pace quickens as you head for your car, fearing you're being followed. But the man is on your heels and keeping pace. You make it to the car, and he goes to his, and for a minute you're relieved. But then he pulls up next to your car, corners you, and asks in so many words, "Hey girl, what's your number?" Now, the situation I just described isn't a scene from a movie. It comes from new charges filed this week against a man suspected of repeatedly stalking young girls in northern Utah. Our executive producer, Dave Cawley, is following the story. He's with me live now. Who is this guy?
His name is Chad Flitton. He's somebody we've actually reported on in the past. In fact, just about a month ago, Jeff, we ran stories about a similar situation in Layton at a Subway restaurant where Mr. Flitton was accused of following a 10-year-old girl and her friends, basically trapping them in the restroom of that restaurant until an employee kind of came and helped them get out. That led to charges being filed, but of course today we learned that these new charges involving the situation you just described, I mean that's literally what these charges describe, happened at a McDonald's restaurant in I believe up in Davis County, Kaysville actually. It's horrifying because it's basically the same thing that we heard about a month ago, and how this came about is kind of fascinating. We did that original story a month ago.
Right.
The woman that you just described who was followed at this McDonald's restaurant gets a text from her mother that says, "Hey, is this that same guy that followed you around back in March?" She looks in her phone. She'd actually taken a picture of his license plate. It says, "It's the same guy."
So now we have a situation that this guy's more or less serial.
Right. And in fact, we had heard in our original story that there had been other people, and there was even a state lawmaker, Representative Paul Ray, who at the time told us he was frustrated by the fact that this man, Chad Flitton, had not been kept out of jail because of these prior cases. Now, it's worth noting the charges that we just described, these are criminal charges. They've not been proven in court, and he has yet to face those. So he's not been convicted of these crimes, but he is facing these two different stalking cases now out of Layton.
So obviously the concern is he's bailing out and then doing it again.
And the big concern right now is if he gets out. He's currently in jail, we understand, up in Brigham City, but if he gets out, Layton police in these charges are saying they're worried he'll just disappear, that he'll run off and he'll never have to face the music for these charges.
And turn up somewhere else, perhaps.
Following another girl, perhaps.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave. Disturbing story. KSL News Time, 5:50.